poetry can change the world one person at a time. Poetry is like music. The lines and the stanzas in the poems are like the lyrics in songs and music. And music, for one, is very therapeutic. It helps keep people sane, as does poetry. People use poetry to express themselves when they are feeling emotional or very passionate about something. I mean, let's face it, writing down your own personal thoughts down on a piece of paper could be changing someone else's life and you don't even know it. Songwriters and artists use personal experiences, for one, when writing their poems and lyrics. They put these words together with sounds and beats to make them sound catchy and to get people to listen. The only misconception with that, especially in rap music, is that people are too focused on these negative stereotypes and these beats, and they're not looking at the actual lyrics or the messages behind the songs. Most rappers rap about sex, drugs, and violence, and that's where the negative stereotypes come in. But there are those who talk about their past and their life struggles that they've overcome, only reassuring their fans that anything is possible. Metaphorically, guys, poetry can save the world. It is only inspiring others to take action, possibly changing the course of history one person at a time. This will lead to nothing but positive energy, later guiding the change in humanity.
But I am innovation brought to life. Not because I'm a poet, not because I use words to tell stories millions of others have done that before me, but because I use my words to change the lives of others. I tell stories to change the world around me for the better. A school kid has never heard a story told the way I tell it because I use life with blackbirds written on white paper. I use voice inflections and hand gestures to convey messages not easily understood in a two-dimensional paperback.
Right.
The spoken word can make a grown man cry, or inspire a child to learn to rise, and gaining respect for the written word and succeed in orating messages once thought too difficult to talk about.
Right.
Painful thoughts about hate, violence, and sexual misconduct, because poetry is therapeutic.
Yeah.
Stories can heal all that ails you and more. I write poems that illuminate the devastation of the AIDS epidemic. I deliver messages of hope, because mine always seem to get lost in the mail. I use comedic metaphors because to laugh is to smile loudly. And I tell my story with the hopes it will inspire you to tell yours.
Can poetry change the world? Yes, it can. But only if you believe that rap music is poetry. It just happens that rap music is one of the most influential types of poetry in our society today. When new slang words in conversations, you see all of your friends doing some new sort of dance like the jerk or the crank that soldier boy, it's a sign that a rap song has successfully changed our world. You know, music in general has always had an impact on trends like the styles people use, but none have come close to the influence and power of rap music. Lyrics from rap songs have influenced people buying things like clothes and also affected their vocabulary. This poem I produced will show the class how a rap/poem can be written to identify with a particular audience and then influence them in a certain way. This poem has been designed to have an inspirational effect on this class. If at least one person in this class is affected by my rap/poem, then I'll consider this presentation successful in showing you guys how exactly everyday poetry can change our world.
Feeling almost grown now, I reminisce on how I used to show foul, how I made my parents frown and look down, disappointed on how things turned out. No doubt I was a lost kid, didn't even care if the pigs put me in the pen. Used to chug gin before I ran the gym, hallucinogens every now and then, and even kicked it in the hood where you can lose a limb, and always running to live. Bet a doll around the corner resides the grim, provoking death to become a mess like ripping flesh. Mine was always elevated and faded, smoke I inhaled real hard, then exhaled clouds that reached for the stars. Used to skip class just to roll grass, or just kick it with a girl rocking a nice ass. Believe me when I say trouble always came my path. Always had the knuckles made of brass, always made them clash against everyone who spit trash in my direction. Homie, I decked them, had my family hoping this was just a phase to pass. Had them going to mass, praying that I get on the right path. Their support never ended, therefore my deceiving habits definitely ended. The wise man said, it's like an angel has descended, blessed me with good intentions, putting me on the path to a brighter direction. Now I'm rising to the top, always striving for perfections, made many corrections. Used to be worse than a viral infection, but now I'm in a successful section where only sick is the exception. I can take words and make them start inverting, provoking people's thoughts with my mind, doing converting. Don't look down and please don't frown. Every sad face is a waste of this place. Spreading good karma is my fictional disease. It puts your mind at ease. Invoking change is then what I arrange.